The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakes. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. Love is not a matter of getting connected. It is a matter of seeing that we already are connected within an intricate web of relationships that extends throughout life. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. Your perception will become clear only when you can look into your own soul. Love is often a battle. Love is a growing up. Your visions will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The unconscious is not just evil by nature, it is also the source of the highest good, not only dark, but also light, not only bestial, semi-human, and demonic, but superhuman, spiritual, and, in the classical sense of the word, divine. Man's task is to become conscious of the contents that press upward from the unconscious. In all chaos, there is a cosmos. In all disorder, a separate order. The greatest and most important problems in life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. The decisive question for man is he related to something infinite or not? Religion is a defense against the experience of God. The most intense conflicts, if overcome, leave behind a sense of security and calm that is not easily disturbed. It is just these intense conflicts and their conflagration which are needed to produce valuable and lasting results. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, in order to avoid facing their own souls. As far as we can discern, The sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. The greatest burden a child must bear is the unlived life of its parents. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. The creation of something new is not accomplished by the intellect, but by the play instinct acting from inner necessity. The creative mind plays with the objects it loves. Loneliness does not come from having no people about one, but from being unable to communicate the things that seem important to oneself, or from holding certain views which others find inadmissible. We meet ourselves time and again in 1,000 disguises on the path of life. What you resist persists. The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul. It is on the whole, probably, that we continually dream, that consciousness makes such a noise that we do not hear it. The greater the contrast, the greater the potential. Great energy only comes from a correspondingly great tension of opposites. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. Society is like a stew. If you don't stir it up every once in a while, then a layer of scum floats to the top. The acceptance of oneself is the essence of the whole moral problem, and the epitome of a whole outlook on life. Mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. The attainment of wholeness requires one to stake one's whole being. Nothing less will do. There can be no easier conditions, no substitutes, no compromises. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The best political, social, and spiritual work we can do is to withdraw the projection of our shadow onto others. He has fully realized that history is not contained in thick books, but lives in our very blood. The dream is a little hidden door in the innermost and most secret recesses of the soul. Everything about other people that doesn't satisfy us helps us to better understand yourselves. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it.